Well, how did it go? I didn't get much indication when seeking data with the Holocene chamber this morning. It was tough. I can't imagine explaining the situation could have been easy for either of you. We need to get you back out there again while we still can. Please come to me and see me in the core as soon as possible. Do. I was concerned that yesterday's discovery would weaken Ms. Laurier's ability to continue her work, but her work report showed great progress, and I think she used the situation as a catalyst to support you even more than usual. She wanted me to tell you, even though she knows her story was sad, she isn't going to let yours end that way. That's what she said. It is good to hear that the holograms are helping us as we hoped. We need every advantage we can get. Alright, let's get back to work. I know finding your colleague like that yesterday was tough. There are 2 more areas I need you to visit, though. Please just plot a course in the shuttle bay when you're ready. As one do. I dealt with them at the terraforming again because there was literally nothing to do there besides turn that stuff off and scan the birthday party. You've reached the research lab. That's where energy-specific R&D took place over the last 16 years. Since the lab was first built, we have made significant gains, finding new uses, processes, and efficiencies for the crystal harvested here. Mr. Lumumba's notes suggested that if we're to find any usable fuel for the escape ship, it would be here. However, though, I suspect it won't be as straightforward as that. It seems like it never is with that man. Wait. Okay, I am kind of clipping into the sprite there, but that's fine. The various labs are contained within 4 color-coded nodes. To reach each node, you can use the transport platform in front of you. That big dome in front of you is the main research core. It's a special chamber that is sealed, lined, and monitored to prevent disasters. Let's look around and see if we can figure out how to get it open. Well, I can't see where I'm going. Oh, maybe I need to hit the button? This is weird. I don't know why it's not like showing where I am. Oh, there I am, okay. Monorail. Maglev platform can go right to the blue labs or left to the red labs. Blue labs. Okay. When you're done looking around there, you can return to the transport platform and travel to another node. Cool art. That is a childlike painting of a carrot inside a fairly ornate frame. Somebody had kids. That's grim. That storage container is completely full of plush toys, old physical letters, and children's books. Its contents is spilled out everywhere. You know, it seems to me that someone was digging through that container and tossing things aside. Perhaps they were looking for something. That's a physical edition of the Tale of Peter Rabbit by Beatrix Potter. It's not an original printing, but it's still quite valuable. The good shit. My, that is a large collection of items. There are stuffed animals, trinkets, porcelain figures, and homemade items. Apparently, Mrs. Dombrowski was quite a, well, how would you put it, collector. How very diplomatic of you. It is a wonder Mrs. Dombrowski even managed to bring this many personal effects with her when she traveled from Earth. The ink is faded, but there's something scrawled on the note. on that old standard issue office note. Password fave things, rabbits? Either rabbits or carrots. Good work. I have access to Ms. Dombrowski's private terminal now. There are bits of research she was doing for Mr. Lumumba on energy transportation. It seems one of the major issues with the team was storing energy in smaller containers without increasing volatility. It's curious, that was never really a priority for the colony. I wonder just what exactly this new research was really for. In any case, I've sent a security request from this terminal to try and open up the core. So we got one from Blue Sector. We've got the research data regarding storing this improved energy source. That will help make the escape ship safer. Let's see what else we can find so we can gain access to the core. Alright. Dead plants. Oh, that waste receptacle was used to burn something. Your scan indicates traces of cotton and synthetic fibers, as well as paper. Likely a new type of kindling. You can probably still see bits of whatever was burned in there. I'm picking up round, fluffy curls of something. Unlike the shelf in the R&D engineer Dombrowski's lab, this one appears very tidy and utilitarian. Ms. Ivanovic seems to have created her own tracking system and predictive models for waste management, in addition to the routines I controlled. The shelf contains several collections of hard copy notes and projections, as well as contingency plans for alternative methods of waste reduction and redirection. This was the research station that Director of Waste Management Themba Ivanovic used during her time here. Her terminal is inoperable, but the desk looks very organized. Logs indicate that she had a particularly difficult job, especially since the drones began to malfunction. And resources became more constrained. I love that she's just got a mop and bucket as waste management. That's just part of the kit. Common Lab. You reached the Common Lab. It was used by all the researchers for various general tasks. Looks like it's in quite a state. Looks like shit. Dead person, though. That's cool. I'm afraid you found another corpse. This one belongs to R&D engineer Abra Dombrowski. I would surmise she was trapped in that room for some time. It's difficult to ascertain, but she likely either starved to death or was asphyxiated by a steadily decreasing supply of oxygen. Either would have been horrible. There is still a single note legible near the body. It reads, "Goodbye, Themba." Canon lesbians? I'm just gonna go in one full circle here. Alright. I see you found the research lab's break room. I wouldn't touch any of the food there. There's no telling what it's been exposed to. Yellow, red, blue paintings in the back. I don't know if it's significant, but actually I can tell you exactly. Your suit is picking up all sorts of data. Do you want to know? Sure. There are over 400 dangerous substances and trace elements that, you know, on second thought, it's probably best not to worry about it. Colonists would relax here during breaks on shifts. It appears someone was using it quite frequently. It's a standard food processor. It's quite broken down, though, and it probably hasn't been active in years. Looks like some of the colonists constructed an old-fashioned arcade machine from spare materials. Since, though, it's been used for parts. RIP video games. Look at birthday cards. Those look like old cards given to various coworkers in the years prior to the collapse. One says, "Happy birthday, Abra," and features some kind of furry animal. Its date is January 11th, 2033. Yeah, another is some sort of geometric minimalist design. It says, "Happy birthday, Thumba." Its date is May 13th, 2029. The third looks a little generic, as if less effort was put into it. Happy B-Day, Beth. The date on it is August 2nd, 2034. We're gonna have to remember somebody's birthday. I never did understand humans' obsession with printed reading material. That rack has many hot printed magazines and periodicals. Some crafty colonists snuck news data through the Earth transmissions and then used a printing device to create physical copies. I imagine for some it was heartening to read stories from Earth, but the transmissions would have been 23 Earth years old. Even with hyperspace travel reducing transmission delivery time by 75%, that is a large gap, and that information wouldn't be at all useful. What do you think about this? It's a little sad. Humans do have a tendency to take actions that cause them grief, which seems counterintuitive. Just want to get the third date again. Beth, 8/2/2034. Okay. Ms. Jacobson's research spilled onto that table as well. It's covered with notes and, oh, what's this? There's a somewhat blurry printed photograph among papers. It looks to be of R&D engineer Bing Nguyen. He's smiling at his desk. Those containers are designed to slowly mix multiple elements in a controlled environment. The notes beside each all indicate that none of the various experiments were successful. So there's another scan. There we go. That pile of faded handwritten notes is very difficult to make out. However, I believe the sentiment within indicates frustration. The only complete segment that I can reconstruct says, "You're not helping. This isn't going to work. I don't want to die here." Well, that bodes well. Alright, so... Please insert boot disk to continue. Perhaps you can find a disk somewhere in the facility. Looking for disks. Alright. Look at that. Holograms. Likely some kind of research projection. There's an error message. It reads, "Please complete simulation sequence to continue." Looks like we'll need to complete whatever this simulation sequence is. Perhaps you can try the hologram machines in that room. That data pad was left to process small-scale energy simulations, but a software error stalled its progress. So there's just a bit of battery left. There's an audio log recording by Mr. Brennan. I'll try to describe it for you. Prioritization of the new energy source Lumumba and I are working on is proving difficult. However, thanks to the hologram simulations here, I've come to a conclusion. 1. Because of time constraints, energy efficiency is the most important factor. You need to keep the power as long as possible. 2. The next most important factor is compatibility. You need to be able to use this with existing systems. Started zoning out in the middle of that. 3. Sadly, given the circumstances, safety is the last priority. That's the end of the log. Seeing all the options, okay. So red, blue, red, maybe? I don't think we've seen an indicator of what the priorities would be. That terminal's local storage has been severely damaged, but it can still read external media, such as data cards. Password for that. Scan that. Mr. Nguyen apparently kept several external backup drives. They're all connected to an emergency power unit, which is now inoperable. With core systems down, and without my help to run routines, this lab probably had to rely on whatever was available. Yellow letter B is written on the label marker. Okay. That was 2 sectors back, right? That table contains heaps of dusty notebooks. Mr. Nguyen must have been frantically working in there. The faded handwriting on one note reads, "Now that she's gone, how will I find the strength to help Lumumba? Are we truly doomed?" It also says, "I'm the only one who remembers her birthday, so no one else will get access." I already forgot it. Ugh. It was 8/2/28? Those notes are highly complex predictive models for the stability of energy in various forms. Amazing that they're all handwritten. There's a small printed photograph stuck on one of the paper sheets, though it's been torn in two. Looks like a photo of a woman with dark, shoulder-length hair. Wearing a lab coat. Her face is unfortunately cut off. I think it was 08/02/28. If not, we gotta go back and double check, but... Or was it 24? It's 24, not 28. Or was it 34? 08? Got it. Yeah, like my brain registered that she'd be 30, and then I forgot everything else. Excellent. Mr. Nguyen's files contain a lot of data. He truly was an exceptional engineer. It looks like he was focused on retrofitting colony power systems. To deal with Mr. Lumumba's increasing demands, Mr. Nguyen had to construct some ingenious workarounds so the new energy source could be used. He really was at the forefront of what he was doing. Well, it's too bad the strategy had to be the impetus for all this innovation. I've initiated a security request now to the core. That should help us get inside. We've got the research data on how to tune the ship to best use the new energy source. That should help us retrofit the escape ship. Let's see what else we can find to gain access to the core. I think it was 2 back to get to yellow. This was the one that needed the boot disk, I think. Great, we've accessed Ms. Jacobs' research data. I'm afraid the news isn't good. She didn't make much progress, it seems. In fact, what I'm seeing here is a series of failed experiments and reports. But we can use this as a reference so we don't make the same mistakes. Too bad that Ms. Jacobs didn't feel the way she was contributing to the research. In her way, we could owe our own survival to her. Oh, here's a note that just popped up. Dang, I'm so sorry for everything. I let you down. I let everyone down. I love you. Alright, that did yellow. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna jump, get this last puzzle done. We just have to figure out the sequence on the simulations, so... Also, apparently I turned the audio back on, because I'm a fool. God damn it. I thought I turned it off. That or I just didn't hit the turn off button hard enough. Okay. I love how I've had this chair like a week and I'm already hanging clothes on it. Force of habit. Okay, so what is left here? Oh yeah, we gotta figure out the... colors of those simulations. Let's go over one more. Going green. Okay, energy efficiency, compatibility, efficiency, compatibility, safety. Easy enough. Alright, simple as. That unlocks something. Raise the orbs. I think you've done it. That seems to be the correct sequence. You can now access. You can access Mr. Brennan's terminal now. Okay, we're in. Hacker voice intensifies. It looks like Mr. Brennan's work was really showing progress. He seemed to have found ways to speed up Mr. Lumumba's efforts. Normally, with the production of energy from the mined crystals, there is a certain amount of untapped energy because of inefficiencies in the workflow and whatnot. Simulations show that Mr. Brennan was able to minimize these inefficiencies, though the risks for doing so were beyond safety protocols. This should mean a more concentrated, longer-lasting energy source, perfect for the escape ship. But what is the result of that research? Well, for now, I've sent a security request for Mr. Brennan's account to provide us access to the core. Hopefully they stashed a little bit in the core. And we don't have to play Simon to do it. Alright, Bridge Boys! You secured the research data for improving the efficiency of the new data energy source. That will help the escape ship operate longer. And as you probably heard, I've managed to gain access to the core. Head back to the exit. Let's see what Mr. Lumumba was up to. Go red, and then go blue, and then we should be able to get to the exit. Or just to the exit here. Here, the bridge has extended. It's time to head inside that core lab. Press button for core. Oh, that's cool. This place is a real mess, but it looks like there's an energy source here. And are those more bodies? You found the body of R&D engineer Bing Win. He seems to have collapsed there. The position suggests he was clutching his chest. This is the strange particulates in the air of this room. His body is fairly well preserved. I doubt that's a comfort. In his hand is the other half of that torn photo you found in his lab. The woman's face is visible in this half. It appears to be Beth Jacobson. This is going to be Beth Jacobson? Nope. Oh, well, we found Lumumba. Like I said, we were probably going to find everybody that we hadn't found yet. Alright. I regret to inform you, Neko, that you've scanned the body of resource manager Jean Lumumba. The position of the body suggests that he was thrown back by some kind of force. His spinal column is damaged, and a blow to the head is likely what killed him. Your scan also picked up the contents of a data recorder in Mr. Lumumba's pocket. It's a log. I'll transcribe it. The wind has been dead for hours. Sonic vibrations and emissions from the sequencer probably exploded his heart. Oh, that's good. We just found the resonator. Not long now. Pierre, you damn fool. You were both so very wrong. But if you're still out there, what we made here should carry you a long way. I know you didn't give up. Despite everything, I hope you find this. There's suddenly a loud sound, and the recording stops there. I'm so sorry, Neko. It's fine. It is perfectly reasonable to be upset. Mr. Lumumba apparently tried to help his colleagues after all, though they did not necessarily see it. Secret energy times. Well, I guess we're taking the energy source. This must be the new energy source that the team was developing in these labs. By the looks of it, it's still stable. All the machinery in there must have been reconfigured to produce this single fuel cell, all an incredible last-ditch effort. It is regrettable that Mr. Lumumba was not more forthcoming with the other colonists. Some of them likened him to a villain. At least we know he was on the up and up. However, he appeared to succeed in his task, even though most people did not know or understand his motivations. Well, that fuel cell will power the escape ship for a considerable amount of time, improving our chances of survival. When you're ready to leave, come back home. At least some good finally came of these energy production facilities, even though it took all this for it to happen. Will you? I feel like we were pretty thorough. So yeah, we still have to go to the agrodomes, and hopefully it'll let us back into the colony for the last day. Because I figured we'd have at least one more main visit, and then the option to on the last night before we go. Ooh. Well, it's good that you made it back, at least. I should have taken the break between days, I'm sorry. That's pretty quick, though. Boy. It looks like you've got another unfortunate discovery to report tonight. I'll sync the rest of your scan data for now. Here. Ooh. Time, Neko. Our time here is winding down, so I hope you can make the most of tonight. Do. And we'll check ship status in the morning. Neko, it's you. Before you say anything, I really want to go over something as a way of smoothing over what we... Wait, what is it? You look like something serious has happened. Come on, be honest with me. I found John. You found... Oh, I see. You found the other me. Judging by the look on your face, I assume the news isn't good. That's okay, I'm ready. Just tell me. I thought it wouldn't matter if this happened, but, well, I don't feel so great about it now. You know, inside. Feels like I almost feel sick. I don't know what I was thinking would happen, but somehow, knowing the other me is gone, that adds some real finality to all this. But, okay. Let's think about this positively here. At least we do know, now we know. But please tell me, what was I doing out there in the lab? You did it! You mean solving the fuel problem? That's so good to hear. But I just can't help but think about all the others. We all do what was required, but the fact that they won't see the results of their work, it's terrible. Truly terrible. No matter what anyone thought of me, I know that I respected and admired all of them. I only hope they understood that in those final moments. Well, now we can focus on what's important. Taking this discovery and applying it to the work I'm doing here. If the other Jean and his team managed to create a newer better energy source in those final days, you'll be all set. I just need to work with the AI to figure out how to modify the escape ship to accept the new source and regulate it. He must have known. He must have known that it wasn't possible to get everyone off, but if anyone could, it would be worth it. I'm confident now that I can finish what I was brought here to do, get you home safely. That makes me so very happy. Oh no, did you find out what happened to them? I knew that Bon and Beth had been a thing, but they were always discreet about it. Some of the others weren't happy about it, I know. King was my number one. Without him, I couldn't do anything. Obviously, he followed me until the end. The real Jean, he probably didn't even realize the rift that opened up between them as a result of his single-mindedness. And I destroyed so many lives. I was trying to do good. At least he acknowledges it. Help everybody, but I was so blind to everything around me. You've helped me see this fault in me. Now that I know, I won't make the same mistake again. Thank you, Neko. Because of you, I've renewed focus and a real perspective, and I'm going to use it to help you. Anything else we should talk about before I get back to work? Past regrets. We did talk about, didn't we? Since then, I've really been reconsidering a few things. My work here in this chamber has taught me something, that life is literally what you make of it. Attitude is everything. I always clung to regrets, to things I should have done, or should have said. Maybe that's why I did what I did in the caves. But in the end, it wasn't really regret that drove the other me, was it? It couldn't have been. You can't find drive like that in the past. No, it must have been hope. Just like I'm helping you now. With everything that's going on around us, hope is driving me. Hope that you'll get off here and home safely, and I suppose, hope that our work here will live on and be remembered. So really, I don't think I see things the way I used to. Too much has happened these past few weeks. Anything else we should talk about? Energy source. Of course, you want to know how it will help you get back home. Let me explain. Since the current fuel system in the escape ship isn't functioning, you won't get very far, especially without energy. This new, better energy source is less volatile, and we can control it more finely to give an extra boost to the engines, you see. That will counter the increasing gravity. It will also let you sip energy longer, so the ship can travel further without depleting. This is truly great news, but it came at such a high price. I am, however, very happy that I can use this to help you now, Neko. The more time we spent together these past weeks, the more I knew I wanted to do right by you. Well, I suppose I should get to work on improving your escape ship. Time is running out, and we're so close. I will see you soon, Neko. I just know it. And thanks again. I think I like his background the best, but I also appreciate the coziness of Winnie's apartment. And I like that they bothered to make like all of their settings tailored to those characters. Alright, time to get a nap. Head off to the biodome. A little trouble in the bubble.